How's it going, guys? So, welcome back to another video. Sorry for not uploading yesterday. I have been very sick. I have been nauseous, not feeling well, just being like I can't stand up for very long. I'm feeling better today. I actually have to go to class today. That's what I've been doing mostly this morning. And I gotta go later, so I'm gonna try to get this recording in before I have to go. Probably edit it tonight and then put it up by tonight, by like 7 or 8. So what are we gonna do? We are playing Disturbed, which is a game that I have kind of messed around with, but I really wanted to record it because it was such an interesting game to play. And when I stumbled across it in Steam, it was on free games. Again, I'm broke. So I stumbled across some free games. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. So I started playing it. It's a really fun game. It's a point and click adventure style. It's like the goal of the game, I mean, it's kind of dark, but the goal of the game is to see how many times you can die. In different ways. Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your cow is sick. Your single cow. I made that joke too in the stream. For some time, the land has been very quiet. Wait, how did I go? What? Okay, it's been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day, you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you. You've made it here, made up your mind. You are going to do something about it. Oh, am I? Can I just, like, pondering what you should do next. So I kind of know what to do in this beginning part. It's pretty easy. You kind of, like, check around the house. Well, I'm just going to go do it for you guys. The shed's locked, by the way, and I don't know how to get in. That's the one thing. I feel like, oh, I skipped that. Sorry. It's really just talking about how he like, got in. It's talking about how nice it'd be to lay down in his bed and just go to sleep. But then he's like, I resist the urge, and then he was like, the temptation is still there, though. What are we gonna do? I've already done, okay, when you lay in your bed, I'm just gonna explain the things, I already know what happens. When you lay in your bed, you just kind of like lay down, and you just succumb to like death. I guess like the plague comes and gets you and kills you, because like you lay down, you fall asleep, and then you just die instantly. I don't think it's more of like you slept your life away, I think it's more of like you went to bed, and then something got you while you were sleeping. If you open up the chest, there's a couple papers. He talks about how it's like how little he really has. He reads the journal. He's talking about how good life was when he was before all this shit happened. So sorry about that. I'm back. I had this weird thing pop up. My download stopped for some reason. I gotta re-download it. It's an update for my computer. Let's go to the pen. Ooh, creaking noises. I don't think I can get the audio to transfer for some reason. I've been trying to figure that out for the last couple days, but it won't work. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing, not growling. Imagine if something was like a mushroom just looking like and starts growling at you. I would just be like, oh, hell no. Get out of there. As you enter the pen, your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand there, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Okay, so if you grab a mushroom, your hands get covered with this black stuff, and you literally pass out and die. It like consumes you. I feel like I don't remember what happens if you check the water. You check the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping the stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl around. Sorry. Like a thunderstorm, your face shrivels in disgust. Shrills. Shrivel? I don't know, whatever. I didn't read that last part, really. The path divides a crop, blah, blah, blah. Protruding order reminds you of the plants are decaying away. Let's follow the path. The path? You continue to, wait, you can go back. How did... Oh. Oh, that's nice. I didn't know you could do that. You can scroll and it'll either go back or forward. Huh. You continued... My gosh. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Go to the cave. If you go in the cave, I believe a bear comes out. If you try to run away, it like kills you. Okay, that has to be a body in there. Like right in okay, like right in that middle, like inside the box, like inside the carriage, that like the little hat, it looks like a hat, like right above the Y. My mouse isn't going through. Oh crap, dang it, son of a bitch. Ah. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. I feel like that's a dead guy in there, and I don't know why they wouldn't say anything about it. Inspect the wagon. You look around the mess and find bits of food and cloth scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. The thing is what I wanted to do, and I don't know if I'm able to do. Hold on, let's see. I wonder if since I have the key now. Okay, so that's not even part of it. So, oh, no! Alright, and we're back to where I actually wanted to get something done. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on your farm. Alright, this is where I got kind of creeped out. I wasn't scared, it just kind of creeped me out. I was like, what the hell? The man that lives there is a kind fellow, from what you can recall. Maybe he is home. Let's inspect the shack. Let's do it. Oh, shit. Just bumped my camera. You walk towards the structure and knock on the door. ... You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives there is currently not there, if not elsewhere. Or is currently there, sorry, if not elsewhere. Remember picking up a key from the wagon. That's what I'm saying. That guy was dead in that wagon back there, and this is his house, and you found the key on him, but his body's probably so decayed that you couldn't even tell. Probably because he got consumed by the black stuff, or whatever it is. Picking up a key from the wagon, and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. Observing the room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear to think of how this man used to dwell here. So, like, I got in here, and I got to this part, and the journal is boring. It really has nothing to do with anything in the story. And I was like, okay, let's just go to the trapdoor. Scratch marks, you know, the usual. Good things happen where scratch marks are. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downwards. Okay, so when I was playing this, and I got to this part, I was like, oh my gosh. This man has a sex dungeon. What the fuck? I was like, what? It's like, what is this? And just walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. I was like, no way. I was like, that's why he locked it. He's probably the complete weirdo. Just, ugh. You notice immediately that there's a woman chained to the wall. And at first I was like, oh, let's let her out. She doesn't seem to notice that you're there as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. I'm going to talk to the woman, even though I notice it happens. You tremble as you try to form the words in your mouth. You, there, let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up here to begin with? You'll never believe me, even if I told you the truth. ... Something brought you here. Please have mercy on me. Okay, so if you have mercy on her and let her out, she kills you, and it's really annoying. And I'm like, when it happened, I was like, son of a... And I didn't know there was a save mechanic yet, so I had to go through the whole thing again. It was very, very pissed me off a lot. So if you decline, I will not let you out. No, don't go. With nothing else to interact with, you make your way upstairs, and then she creepily laughs, and she laughs until you leave. As you exit, you can hear the woman laughing behind you. The voice causes the shack to shake. You leave the shack as fast as you could, like a smart person. All right, you leave the shack and cross the bridge before something bad happens. All right, you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot on a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. So if you pick at the grass, which it will kill, you'll die. You'll die horribly. Let's do I can't save. Never mind. Let's take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. A dead person. Details emerge. As you gaze, you wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You try to wake yourself up, and then you woke yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking around yourself and your surroundings. Looking about yourself, whatever. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful. that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. So if you pick up the grass, the tree you're laying on will like come up behind you and kill you. So yeah. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which way should you go? Which way do I need to go? Let's go right. Okay, this is where I got to. I don't know anything after this part. So this is where I got to last time, and I kept having trouble with my stream, so I just quit on the game, and I tried to figure out if there was a key to the back there earlier, because you can't get back from this point, and I kept like trying to figure out, and I was stuck there for like an hour just trying to figure it out, and I don't think there is a way to get in there. If there is, I don't know how to do it. So let's see if we can do this. You reach the edge of a pathway. In the distance is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Excuse me. Also of interest, there's a tree with a hole carved into it. Okay, let's look at the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find three knobs. One on the right, one in the center, and one in the middle, center, whatever, and one to your left. Press the knobs. Left, middle, right. The knobs lock in place. You wait a moment, but nothing happens. Okay, so it's a combination. I'm not even going to try to figure that out right now because that would be... Ugh, no. Also interest, there's a tree. Okay, you already said that. Let's go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Let's see what's in here. A creepy fountain. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. This is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. There is a fountain before you with statues on your right and left. Let's go to the tower. You approach the door. You reach for the knob, but an invisible barrier stops you. Oh, great. This is going to be fun. Some sort of magic. What time is it? Okay. Inspect the fountain. There's a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black, and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull towards the fountain as if it were calling for something. Okay. Let's inspect the statue on the left. You see an old statue with an angel that has been consumed by vines and thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand and with the other one finger pointed towards the sky. That has to be something. Okay, hold on. This is the left one, right? Let's put left one. I mean, that's easy to remember, but I'm just going to write it down, so if it's like, I have to remember something later. You feel it's best to leave the statue alone. Okay. Right? Because there's none in the middle. Before you stands an old statue that has broken in many areas, with one hand of the angel holding some sort of bowl while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there's only two remaining fingers on the... Okay, right, two. So I wonder if that's for the tree, if you do the left knob once and the right knob twice. Maybe that'll be it. We can try it out. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Inspect the right one again, whatever. Is there anything else it should say? You feel that you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. That's what you should do with most statues. Don't mess with statues. They're freaky. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Let's go to the tree. Okay, come on.
Come on. You can do it.
Press knobs. Wait. Left once. Right. Right. The knobs lock in place. Yeah, I was right. Haha. See, I'm good at stuff. Kind of. Ish. I'm not really that good at anything. You hear the rumbling of rocks as the ground starts to shift beneath you. Everything goes dark and you sink below the surface. A hole above you seals up, trapping you underground. Oh, that's beautiful. You find yourself with no evident way out but the path before you into the darkness. Your only choice is to move forward. Okay, there are 3 separate paths. Which path do you choose? Should go to middle. Okay. I'm gonna go right. Let's see if this has anything, like the one left, 2 right. I'm gonna go right. Right. Not go here. This is a bad place. I don't like mushrooms. Okay, actually let's go check it out. Alright. The passage soon ends with a large mushroom sitting in front of you. and a steady river that flows between you and the mushroom. Inspect. You walk towards if there's something more than what meets the eye. Walking forward, you step into the water, but to your dismay, your foot hits no bottom. You fall in, you reach to grab the hold of the edge of the surface, but your body freezes stiff. You lose sight. Are you kidding me? Alright, so we died. Alright, we're back. We're back to the spot. Okay, go back. Let's go left this time. Sorry if you can hear like a little bit of a mucus noise. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm not as good as I could be right now. Let's go right. So we went right, left, right. Oh, ooh, a ship. It's a sheep. As you make your way forward, you discover a large cavern and an old-looking ship rests against the edge of the lake where debris scattered about the surrounding area. Inspect the ship. Okay, I might make this into 2 videos because there's still a left path. Yeah. I might inspect the ship and then end this video here and then continue it. Maybe like doing 2 uploads, like doing one like right now. Because if I end this here, I probably will have time to upload it and then do the second video tonight and upload that tonight or tomorrow morning. You move about to see where you can go. Every footstep you take feels heavy as you hear the sound of wood cracking underneath your feet. You feel the ship has been here for quite some time. Okay, dang it, I accidentally went back. You explore under the deck of the ship. Nothing but the sound of your footsteps bounces about the structure of the ship. So it's like pitch black, in other words. From one room to another, you discover a kitchen. Although there is nothing unique about it, you feel that you should take a moment to inspect it. Okay. Inspect the drawers. You pull one out after another. Sorry. Finding that there have been emptied, dust spreads about the air as you disturb their rest. Checking underneath, you discover a rusty knife. Ooh, we got a weapon. Please tell me he takes it. Resting on the floor, you find are plenty of hardened rat droppings dotting the edge of the wall as well. You take the knife in hopes that you may defend yourself with it. Okay, cool. So, for like a smart person, he took a knife. And he's like, I'm gonna stab a bitch if somebody comes up on me. Inspect oven. You see a lone pot resting upon a dusty stovetop. I mean, that one over there? Cool. You gaze downward and open the oven door. Nothing but ash fills the oven chamber. You close the oven door. Why would you give me the choice? I'm gonna inspect it again. Can I click it? No? Why would you give me the choice to look at it if there's literally nothing? Like, it's not even gonna kill me. Like, I'm expecting, like, you open it up and a skeleton comes out and grabs my throat and kills me. You continue on your lonely tour of the ship, only to find that there is nothing of use or value. Make your way to the back of the deck and decide to continue your search. Again, you find nothing but empty rooms left to remain in the dark solitude. You discover a door with fancy markings above the woodwork. Perhaps this is where the captain resides. You discover the room of the captain. Unlike the other parts of the ship, everything seems to have been left alone in this room. Before you rests an old wooden desk with papers and assumed belongings of the captain. There's a small bed off near the corner of the room and some chairs in the other. You have a feeling deep down that you shouldn't take anything other than the lamp and the other objects. There is a small stack of papers in contrast to the lone paper resting by itself. Sorry for not stopping on the period. I just kept going. Sorry. Approaching the desk, you begin to inspect the papers resting on the desk. Let's inspect the papers. Peering about the pages of the collected pile of documents, you realize that most of these are personal notes or journal entries. You pick up a few and begin to read. Day 7, the voyage has gone quite smooth. As we begin our second week away from home, the spirits of the men are quite high as we anticipate the discovery of new lands that lie beyond the documented knowledge. It has been my dream to accomplish something world-changing. Together, we move forward with full hearts and unbreakable spirits. Day 66. Wow, that was a really big jump. That was like 2 months. It has been just over 2 months out at sea. And we have yet to discover anything new. We have suffered through many storms and sicknesses. Sickness has plagued the ship recently. Several of my favorite crew have passed on to the next life. That's sad. I see the growing doubt in the eyes of my fellow laborers as our voyage continues day after day. Food rations have been cut in half, in fears that we may have to turn back. I dare not let myself think of the failure. Wait, why would it be cut in half if like a lot of people already died? Because like, wouldn't you have more food rations then? Or is it because they're sick, they probably ate a lot of food and just whatever? Those men who have lost their lives, okay, come on. Those men who have lost their lives, the sacrifices to make this voyage possible, I cannot let them be in vain. So don't turn around then. Day 91, that's a month later. It has come to roughly 3 months out here in the endless blue. With much pain, we have to turn around. Yes, we are headed for home port. We have just enough food to make it back. I just hope we can have a smooth journey back. See, like, okay. I get it that you've been out for 3 months, and that's, like, huge time. Like, but, like, if everyone around you has died, like your friends, your people that you worked with, and stuff like that, I would just keep going, because then there's, like, they died for literally no reason. Actually no reason. Like, because you turning around is pretty much, why didn't you turn around in the beginning when all the sickness was starting to happen and be like, okay, let's peace out right now because we don't want anything bad to happen. But you went on that journey saying, okay, we're going to go out here. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I get why they would turn around. They're going for their own lives. But after my crewmen and stuff like that had already been, like, killed, I think I would have just been like, let's just keep going. I mean, I think a lot of the other people would either disagree or agree. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think what do you think you would do? What do you guys think? What would you do? Would you stay or would you go? I want to know. Leave in the comments. The spirits of the crew are low and bitter due to our failure. I do not let myself get caught up in thinking of it. Truly, we did not intend for this to happen. No shit, you didn't intend it to happen. The loan document. Notice to the crew. Due to our unexpected predicament, everyone is being split up into groups of 2 and 3. Oh, wait, so they so this is where they landed. They landed here. Scouting assignments will be given until we find more habitable place to settle. For now, we must do what we can. Okay, so they stumbled across this land. I'm guessing this ship is very far from in the past. Stumbled across the land, and they're like, okay, let's go discover stuff. And yeah, so that probably happened. And what probably happened is this is not normally like a habitable place, I'm guessing. Maybe they found like natives and stuff and they started like populating. Or maybe this is really far in the future. I'm literally spitballing here. I have no idea. Okay, is that it? Seeing that there's a little left to see, you take your leave. That's actually a little bit cool of like little story right there. The wood cracks under your feet as you exit the vessel. Yeah, we're at the end of the cave. You make your way back to where the tunnel divides. Okay. Let's see what happens if you go left. Let's just see what happens if you go left. Go left! Towards the darkness. Okay, we're back to the beginning. There's probably a lot of other stuff. Should I end it? Where are we at? What's our time at? We're at 24 minutes. I could probably make this into a 10-minute. Skip this up. Okay, guys. I think I might end this after going. I'm going to go forward, and then if there's like just it stops after this little spot, I'm just going to end the video, and I'll make another one later today. You come to a divide. Which way do you go? Left. You hear a subtle echo in the shifting rocks before you. Okay, rock monster. An eye appears before you as you gaze into and pierce into the darkness. Oh, it grabs you. Oh. Before you can do anything, tentacles burst out from the ground and grip your body. It pulls you about, but you resist as much as you can. You remember that you're not... See? Knives help! You remember that you found a knife, and you struggle to bring it out. With success, you hold the knife and begin to cut away at the appendages that bind you. Oh, is it like vines? Oh, cool! The room vibrates as you do cut. The creature immediately leaves you alone. Take a moment to catch your breath. Have no divide. I'm gonna go right because left seems bad. Oh, I just realized there's a skeleton right there, or a little smiley face. If you look really close, looks like a little derpy smiley face holding the flower. The path you walk comes to an end. Before it shines you a pillar of light, light resting on a corpse that seems to have been here for quite some time. Near the corpse stands a lone flower. For some reason, you feel hope entered your heart as you gaze upon the flower. Excuse me. For some reason, you feel hope entered your heart as you... Oh, okay, whatever. There's something special about this scene, but you can't put your finger on it. Perhaps it is best you just leave in reverence for now. Wait, I can't take the... Okay, that feels like it was important. What did I do? Middle and then right? Okay, I'm just going to write that down. So I'm middle right, there's a flower. I feel like that's important. I don't think that's just nothing. Let's go left. Continue away into the darkness, and we're back at this place. Okay, guys. Let's see what goes left. Let's go left. No, let's go right. Just like there's nothing gonna be down here. Struggle away before it becomes completely dark. You notice that there's a light off in the distance. You continue to make your way forward. Oh, it is something. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is longer than I expected it to be. I thought it would be like right after this point there'd be like an ending. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this here, guys. I thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day/afternoon. And the rest of this video will be out tonight or early tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day.